the first recipe I'm going to do is the shaved Brussels sprouts recipe. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to really use my Rapid-Prep Mandoline. This is new. We've asked forever for something that can do really great French fries. So not only can it do that sort of thing, but it's going to be great for small, kind of tedious tasks like this that are so hard to do with a knife and make it even. So we're going to, so first of all, we're going to set it all up. So this is the little, kind of little bin that catches everything. So it goes right over the kickstand here. And then this is the kind of the chute that the food goes in. So to put this in, you kind of slide this button right here, and it just connects right like that. So when you go to store it, everything comes apart and it folds down nice and flat. So you also have a couple of different ways to change your settings. So these are my, different thicknesses and thinness of slices. So I'm going to start with number 6 here in the thinner slice. See how that goes. I haven't tried this with shallots yet. And that's the first thing I have to do, so we're going to see how they look. So you just put your food in there. So I'm going to do them one at a time. Okay, and then you unlock it. So you just turn this little handle this way. Okay, push down. Okay, so those are pretty pulverized. Yeah, that looks good. So I actually have to saute that shallot, so that's going to be a good setting for those, I think. They're kind of long, so I'm going to cut one in half and just see what it does if I leave them in long ways. So it's a little tall. So let me put it in like this, and we'll see kind of how it looks. Okay, so got a piece of peel there. Get that off. Okay, so these are really huge shallots. I've never seen shallots this big. And they're kind of more like matchsticks that way. But they're in the onion family, so those are going to come apart. So that looks great. So I'm actually going to saute these. So I've got my skillet in here with some bacon grease. Turn on. So we're just going to throw those in there. So let's get this crunching going. Okay, so we've got the shallots in there. We'll let those go. And while we do those, we'll wait for that to heat. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the Brussels sprouts. So this recipe is for shaved Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to move this right here. Move it up a setting. Okay, let's pop a couple in there and see how they look. So of course Brussels sprouts kind of look like teeny cabbages. So they kind of come apart on you a little bit. But look at that. That's going to be awesome. Those will saute in no time. So that's going to have some, pretty small consistency. And that's going to be really good with that bacon grease. Let me make it even a little bit smaller. Okay. So this is awesome because it really is so big. So let me turn around. Do this right-handed. Look at that. It almost looks like hard-boiled egg, but that is Brussels sprout, all of that. So if you are a Brussels sprout lover like me, I've got a really good Brussels sprout slaw recipe. This will be perfect for that. Here it goes. So definitely do give yourself a little room to work. I got a little bit over on the countertop, but mostly really good. So this is about a pound of Brussels sprouts. So fast. That is awesome. That would take me forever with a knife, so I'm really happy how quick that was. So, you can do the same thing with potatoes. I got a little bit on my cutting mat. That's okay, I'll just pop that in there. Look how pretty those are. Super fast. So we're gonna saute these. So these are my shaved Brussels sprouts. So I've got these in my 12-inch cast iron pan. So I already took about 5 pieces of bacon. It was thick cut bacon. And I actually just put the bacon right in the oven in this pan at about 400 degrees. It took about 15 minutes. And then I just took the bacon out of the pan but left the grease. So I sauteed the shallot, and then after the shallot was a little bit soft, then we put in the shaved Brussels sprouts. This is about a pound's worth of shaved Brussels sprouts. And you just kind of coat everything so it's got that good oil on there. And then we're going to add in a cup of chicken broth. So this is going to kind of steam them a little bit. And this is 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. You could use red wine vinegar if you wanted to. And then a 1/4 cup of cranberries, dried cranberries. So this is going to be really pretty too. And then the recipe actually calls for country ham, which I'm not a big fan of. So I'm just going to kind of let this cook down just a little bit. The recipe says about 20 minutes. And then just kind of let this, let that balsamic vinegar cook down a little bit. Kind of increase that flavor. Let all these flavors blend together. And then I'm going to put the bacon, the crumbled bacon, back in at the very end. So this is going to be, it smells so good. This is just a super easy side dish. So isn't that pretty in that pan? So super easy. And I'll tell you what, the Rapid-Prep Mandoline really saved the day, because that would have taken forever to chop those up with a knife. So actually, if I had to do all those with a knife, I would have just picked a different recipe. But this is the 12-inch skillet, and I think that's going to be a really nice size side dish. So you could actually probably fit some more in there. But we're gonna have this as a side dish with shrimp scampi. So got that going too. So I hope you all enjoyed my little recipe here.